Tavistock, the best-kept secret in America. Tavistock Institute, 30 Tabernacle Street, London EC2A 4DD, formed in 1947. The Tavistock Institute is an independent, not-for-profit organization which seeks to combine research in the social sciences with professional practice. Problems of institution building and organizational design and change are being tackled in all sectors: government, industry and commerce, health and welfare, education, etc. nationally and internationally, and clients range from multinationals to small community groups. A growth area has been the use of a developmental approach to evaluation of new and experimental programs, particularly in health, education and community development. This has also produced new training events alongside the regular program of group relations conferences. The Institute owns and edits the monthly journal Human Relations, published by Plenum Press, which is now in its 48th year, and has recently launched, in conjunction with Sage Publications, a new journal evaluation. Three elements combine to make the Institute unusual, if not unique. It has the independence of being entirely self-financing, with no subsidies from the government or other sources. The action research orientation places it between, but not in, the worlds of academia and consultancy, and its range of disciplines include anthropology, economics, organizational behavior, political science, psychoanalysis, psychology and sociology. The ideology of American foundations was created by the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations in London. In 1921, the Duke of Bedford, Marquess of Tavistock, the 11th Duke, gave a building to the Institute to study the effect of shell shock on British soldiers who survived World War I. Its purpose was to establish the breaking point of men under stress. Under the direction of the British Army Bureau of Psychological Warfare, commanded by Sir John Rawlings Rees. Tavistock Institute is headquartered in London. Its prophet, Sigmund Freud, settled in Maresfield Gardens when he moved to England. He was given a mansion by Princess Bonaparte. Tavistock's pioneer work in behavioral science along Freudian lines of controlling humans established it as the world center of Foundation ideology. Its network now extends from the University of Sussex to the U.S. through the Stanford Research Institute, Esalen, MIT, https://archive.is/hedwebc, Hudson Institute, https://archive.is/fsv6f, Heritage Foundation, Center of Strategic and International Studies at Georgetown, where State Department personnel are trained, U.S. Air Force Intelligence, and the Rand and Mitre corporations. The personnel of the corporations are required to undergo indoctrination at one or more of these Tavistock-controlled institutions. A network of secret groups: the Mont Pelerin Society, Trilateral Commission, Ditchley Foundation, and the Club of Rome as conduit for instructions to the Tavistock Network. Editor, Tim Aho's note. See Watch Unto Prayer report on the Heritage Foundation, founded by Paul Weyrich with funding from Joseph Coors, who also founded and financed respectively the Moral Majority and Council for National Policy. Tavistock Institute developed the mass brainwashing techniques which were first used experimentally on American prisoners of war in Korea. Its experiments in crowd control methods have been widely used on the American public. A surreptitious but nevertheless outrageous assault on human freedom by modifying individual behavior through topical psychology. A German refugee, Kurt Lewin, became director of Tavistock in 1932. He came to the U.S. in 1933 as a refugee, the first of many infiltrators, and set up the Harvard Psychology Clinic, which originated the propaganda campaign to turn the American public against Germany and involve us in World War II. In 1938, Roosevelt executed a secret agreement with Churchill which in effect ceded U.S. sovereignty to England, because it agreed to let Special Operations Executive control U.S. policies. To implement this agreement, Roosevelt sent General William Donovan to London for indoctrination before setting up US, now the CIA, under the aegis of SOE-CIS. The entire OS program, as well as the CIA, has always worked on guidelines set up by the Tavistock Institute. Editor, Tim Aho. See Watch Unto Prayer report on https://archive.is/clesexa. The John Birch Society and Council for National Policy for information regarding CIA operations on the Christian right. Tavistock Institute originated the mass civilian bombing raids carried out by Roosevelt and Churchill purely as a clinical experiment in mass terror, keeping records of the results as they watched the guinea pigs reacting under controlled laboratory conditions. All Tavistock and American Foundation techniques have a single goal: to break down the psychological strength of the individual and render him helpless to oppose the dictators of the world order. Any